Hi, Ranger Greg here again, and I'm sitting here at the head of one of my favorite spots in Whiskeytown. This is the beginning of the trail to Crystal Creek Waterfalls. It's one of the 4 waterfalls we have in the park, and I'll be showing you the waterfall in just a moment, but I just kind of wanted to stop here because this is such a beautiful sight, and mainly because it's still green. After the car fire, this area of the park was hit pretty hard during that event, but thanks to the Crystal Creek here, a lot of the plant material around here had higher levels of moisture content within them, so it took them longer to ignite, to start to burn. And that means that the fire moving through here very quickly, burning very fast but very hot, wasn't able to ignite a lot of these plants. So they stayed green, they survived rather well. This is still one of the prettiest walks here in Whiskeytown. It's a nice short, flat, about a quarter-mile walk from the trailhead where I'm standing to the falls, and it's wide enough that everybody can stay safe and maintain social distancing. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and walk on up to the falls, and we'll take a look up there and see how that looks in just a moment. Hang on, see you back there. Hi, Ranger Greg again, and I thought we'd just go ahead and take a stop here at one of my favorite plants here in the park. This is Manzanita, and this plant and similar species are highly adapted to a fire environment. In fact, it's so well adapted to a low water, high heat environment that it's really different from anything else you'll find out here. Let me see if I can point out some of the things that make it rather unique. So if you take a look at these leaves all around here, you'll see that they tend to be pointing vertically. Most leaves on most plants try to put their faces to the sun to get the maximum amount of solar energy. Our Manzanita here knows that by doing that, they also will lose a lot of water that way. So their leaves are vertical. They get the maximum amount of energy in the morning and in the evening when the sun is low on the horizon, but during the hottest part of the day, they're presenting the narrowest part of the leaf, reducing water loss throughout the plant. The other really neat thing about them is this red bark. It's very waxy and thick, again, to preserve water. It also happens to be fairly fire resistant, making this plant very able to survive during fire events. It has a deep root structure, buries deep into the ground, so when the fire burns up here, the rest of the plant is still able to pop right back up. And sure enough, the Manzanita is one of the first plants that we see recovering in this post-fire ecosystem. A couple other interesting things about this plant to preserve water, that if one of the branches is no longer producing the energy the plant needs, the food product the plant needs, it will actually restrict water going to that part. That section will die, it will break off and fall off, and the plant doesn't need to spend resources on it. And here we are. This is the Crystal Creek Falls. One of 4 we have in the park, and this is the only what is known as an artificial falls, simply because that during the construction of the Whiskeytown Dam and this part of the Trinity diversion of Central California project, we needed a way to take some of the pressure off of those tunnels coming from the Trinity River, and this is it. So that building that you see in the distance is a valve assembly that will allow water to be diverted from those tunnels coming down to the car powerhouse and will emerge here. We've had to do this a couple times. I say we, it's not the Park Service that actually controls this, it's Bureau of Reclamations. But in doing that, they moved the Crystal Creek over a little ways, and so we now have these beautiful stepped waterfalls down to a lovely pool that's very popular during the warm summer months as a swimming hole. So please make sure you come out and visit, maintain social distancing and safety, and enjoy your time here at Whiskeytown. And I will see you later, and we'll find something else, another favorite spot here next time. Bye-bye.